Yo, 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 everybody. How you doing? Hope you're all doing good. Sorry for the stream being a little bit later than normal, and it's also going to be a little bit of a shorter stream than normal because today was the wipe and brand new update for Escape from Tarkov. So I've been playing Tarkov all day from like 8 a.m. clear till now. And yeah, I realized I should probably get a stream going because I said that I was going to. So here we are. Hope everybody's doing good. No, I'm not going to stream on the second channel today. I'll be streaming on the third channel, though. I'll be streaming on the angling channel in probably like 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours for Tackle Tuesday. What do you do in Tarkov? It's a hardcore, like, realistic shooter, extraction shooter, with probably the most realistic weapon modding system in any video game. It is impressive what they've managed to do with some of their stuff. Where do I have to go? To Tackle Tuesday, Kraken. That's where I have to go. To Tackle Tuesday. Which is why this stream is probably not going to be as long as the last couple. What's up, Noah? How's it going? What's Tackle Tuesday? It's a fishing stream that I do on Call of the Wild the Angler over on my Scarecrow the Angler channel. How's it going, Jivers? You still think it'll be a two-tone spider? Hopefully. I would not mind that at all. That'd be a good one. Redox, thank you for the 41 months as a member. That's crazy, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing super good. What's up, Nico? Hey, Cooler. CG, what's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well. I got a fallow piebald, yay. No, it was a level 2. I can't shoot it because HM. I mean, it doesn't hurt to shoot a couple here and there if you really want to, you know? I mean, I'd leave it as a pet anyway, though. But yeah, it wouldn't hurt to shoot it if you wanted to. If you wanted to take it down, it wouldn't hurt your grind too much. Just one level 2, you know. Oh, I'm doing good, CG. I'm doing good. Got back from fishing at my pond, caught the 3 bass. I think my first one I caught was the biggest bass in the pond. Nice, dude. Love to see it. Doing a fallow grind currently at 2,300 kills. Ooh, hopefully you'll get it soon, man. Hopefully it'll pop soon. What's the kill count at? 679. Doing a red deer grind. I have 3 level 9s on my map. Check all my other lakes. Don't have any. Used to get level 8s everywhere. Do I kill the 9s? So you're stacking 9s. Yeah, I'd say like it really depends. There's like a lot of things that could be going on, right? One, if you haven't checked like certain areas of the map soon, it could be possible that they're congregating to those areas. Jenna, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Fell down the stairs straight on my butt last night. Totally fine. Just a little butt hurt. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. That pun. Oh, my gosh. Well, I hope you're doing all right, though. That doesn't sound fun at all. That does not sound fun at all. That pun. Oh, my gosh. I just... that was a pun and a half. What's up, Ruth? Want to see a quad paddle moose on your next great one? Oh, man, Jared. I mean, quad paddle's my least favorite, but I guess if it's on a two-tone or a birch, I wouldn't be too upset. Or if it was a spruce, because I don't have a spruce. As long as it's one of those 3, I won't be too upset with it. I see the male. He's like right in between them. Come on, little moose. He just really likes to hide. You know what? Oh, never mind. He's moving. I was going to try and just shoot him in the face right there. How do you become a member? Through the join button or that link that was just posted in the chat? Oh, holy crap. What are you? Oh, what the? Oh, gosh. Wait. Did I? Okay. What? What? I'm so confused. Where was this guy? Where was he? Where was that dude? How did I not see him before? Am I crazy or was he not there? So a lot of times what happens when you shoot a female on the grind, Sean, it is dependent on the species. Like, with moose, like, it depends. Like, let's say you've got a group of 3 moose. Let's say it's a group of 3 moose. A male and 2 females. If you shoot a male and then you accidentally shoot a female as well, that zone would disappear because you shot it down to only 1, so it would never get respawns again. If it's like, you know, not that type of situation, and you didn't accidentally shoot a zone down to only 1 animal, it's not as big of a deal. That female will just respawn somewhere else. Or back in the same area even. With stuff like fallow deer, it's a little different, though. With fallow, I've noticed that a lot of times when you shoot a female, they just will not respawn. And then eventually, after you've killed a few more females, then suddenly it'll respawn, like all of them will. And they'll usually take a couple of your bucks also and form a brand new herd. That I've seen a lot with fallow. But it is kind of different from situation to situation. Pretty much, Deer Slayer. He was like, I am going to attack you. And you can't do nothing to stop it. Oh, man. Why you have to go? Because I've got another stream to get to, Ethan. I have another stream to do at like 6 or 6:30 p.m. So like hour and a half to 2 hours from now. What do I do when I'm not spawning diamonds, only 8s and under for like 100 kills? Well, I mean, if you're doing... To be honest, man, really all you can do is just keep shooting, you know? If you've normally got a decent amount of diamonds and you've suddenly just hit a dry streak, that's pretty normal. Like, you're gonna get dry streaks no matter what grind you're doing. No matter how herd managed you are, you're gonna have dry streaks. I've had a lot of dry streaks, man. Quite often. They're pretty normal in grinds. Now, if you're absolutely convinced that, you know, something's holding that back and that there's something wrong, you could always try looking through some different areas of the map to see if maybe there's a diamond that spawned somewhere or even a great one. Oh my gosh, really? Really, Foxy? Or not Foxy, Ruth. That was the message I was reading. I was reading the message and then it like moved up in the chat, so I read like the wrong name next to it. That's hilarious, Ruth. Been so bored waiting for the Tackle Tuesday stream. I know, Foxy. This Tackle Tuesday stream, everybody else is gonna be starting normal time. I might end up starting like 20 or 30 minutes later, because I was playing Escape from Tarkov all day because of the new update they dropped. And so I just realized, like, probably 40 minutes ago, hey, I was supposed to do a Call of the Wild stream today. I promised everybody I would. And so then I was like, I better do it. I guess I'll start Tackle Tuesday a little late. Would I play a farming game? I don't know. I've never really been into them. I like Ranch Simulator, but it's pretty different from stuff like Farming Sim. It's a little more like goofy. Yeah, Jets, most likely. Oh, yeah, Blue, it's today. It is today, indeed. Oh, hey. Just randomly see those antlers pop up. I don't like that angle at all. Oh, she moved. She moved. That's huge. That's real huge. Moose gun. I use the 300 AR. Waiting for Wednesday, so when are the legendaries coming in rotation? Oh, yeah, so that we'll get new legendaries in rotation on the angler. Yeah. Maybe, goated. We can hope, man. No, Caleb, that's not going to affect your grind at all. Yeah, Logan, I've already pre-ordered it. I mean, I've never been the biggest fan of the official Monster Jam games because a lot of them are like very arcadey and like extremely like catered to a casual audience. I've always really preferred like BeamNG's Monster Jam stuff because it's just so much more true to life. It's at least the closest thing that we can get right now. Oh, Flying Moose, they still exist? What? What? You what? I didn't know that bug was still a thing. Okay, so we got 11 kills first run. That's not that bad. That's pretty good. So yeah, when we killed that one moose, we definitely like... It's definitely just gone back into our normal rotation. It didn't like disappear to a different zone or anything. That's nice. Biggieth McRiggieth. What's up, Nate? 20 months as a member. Oh my gosh, almost at that 2-year, dude. Shot 1,000 plus red deer and haven't seen a dime. What do I do? Dude, there's like almost no chance that you've gone 1,000 without a diamond. Are you sure it's 1,000 plus? You sure that maybe you're not exaggerating or... Because 1,000 seems a bit high for never seeing a diamond. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just almost impossible. I don't know very many people that have ever gone 1,000 kills on a species without a diamond. If you've gone that long without getting a diamond red deer, I almost would say that you might already have a diamond on your map that's holding back the spawns. I mean, if you really want to just, you know, make sure that you get a diamond, just start shooting only the levels that you would shoot if you're herd managing. You don't even have to go into full HM, you know, just shoot the 5s and above and leave the 4s and below. And if you just keep doing that, you're going to get a diamond sooner or later. Like, at that point, there's no stopping you from getting a diamond. You know, just shoot all those 5s and above. If an area doesn't have any, move to a new area. It may require you to move around the map more and find like more of your zones, but it'll be worth it if you just really want to get a diamond. How rare are level 5 blacktail found on the same map you're on? They're pretty rare. That is the max level that a blacktail deer can be. Nate, we miss you on Tickle Tuesday, man. We miss you having you around on Tickle Tuesday, dude. Haven't been around much. Work's been mentally draining me. Gotcha. Gotcha, man. Ooh, that's got to be a troll. That's got to be a troll. He has paddles. Oh, you look so trolly. Cloudy with a 99% chance of trolling. Nah, I get it, Nate. I get it, man. Have you tried the competitions out at all, Nate? Because they're a lot of fun. They've added so much more, like, fun factor to it. That has helped out a lot. Because I was getting kind of tired of the Angler too, and yeah, the competitions are one of the best things they've added. All they need now is, like, the ability to put, like, prizes on it. And then it'll be, like, perfect. I would say between whitetail and... Ooh, that's a diamond. What? I thought this would troll. I'd say if your choices are between whitetail and moose for your first great one you want to go to, definitely whitetail. It's going to be a lot easier to get into. Because it can kind of be tough to get used to the moose grind. And it can be quite tedious at times. When you're getting set up, at least. Ah, true, Caitlin, true. How you doing, Caitlin? Hope you're doing good. Yes, I'm looking outdoors. That's very difficult to do. Very, very difficult. Where's the male? We had 2 males there last time. There's got to be one. You got one, buddy? Trolled? Ah, rip, dude. Still looks good in the lodge, though. Oh, geez, Augie. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, there we go. Bears have kind of been like that for a lot of people. The first couple bear grinds are always the toughest. What great one do I want? I would love it if they would add an elk to the game. Elk of any kind, blacktail, mule deer, you know, stuff like that. I think would be great. Nice, space capybara. Fantastic name, by the way. Caleb, thank you for the super chat. Is there a way to tell how many of one animal you've killed in Call of the Wild? No, there's no way to figure it out. The only way you can do that is just by manually keeping count. Because sadly, they don't have, like, individual counters for animals. Ooh, another big boy 5. That might troll, but also it kind of looks like it'll be a good one. Oh, missed him. Oh, well. Once again, though, Caleb, thank you for the super chat, dude.
Oh, yes, oh my gosh.
Does the scent spray really help? Yeah, it does. It's just, it doesn't work the way you would expect it to. I assume you're talking about the scent cover. For the scent cover, it's weird. It doesn't work every time. It has, like, a chance to work. So you end up, like, having to apply it multiple times to make sure it works. That's how Jaxie has explained it before on the EW streams. I've never really used it much because every time I use it, it doesn't work very good for me. And I don't really play with the type of playstyle that requires it. What's up, Andrew? I'm doing good. Spent the entire morning playing Escape from Tarkov because they just dropped a new update. Playing with CJO, Tony, and Kinsko. We were doing like 3-man and 4-man runs on Factory and stuff. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And now we're getting down to business with the moose. Trying to get this freaking great one moose to spawn. Ah, troll. Disgusting trolls. Rip Clay Drew. Also, how you doing? Thank you, Carrie. Hopefully we will. Hopefully we will. Where's a good place to hunt tar? Top right corner of the map. Top right corner on Sunder Patton. Smoke. We're almost at 700 kills, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. We've now killed 20 moose in about 20 minutes. That's nice. If we keep this up, we should get about 60 of them in the first hour, which would be like a little bit better than even before the update. About the same, maybe a little bit better. That's impressive. I'm happy with that. That's if they continue to cooperate, though. Yeah, maybe it's just luck for me, Jenna. Maybe I just get unlucky with it. Seems to rarely do anything when I use it. Oh, nice, Andrew. I still don't have one of those. I need to try and get one. Maybe ever. We'll see. It's not really something I'm interested in playing right now. Shot my third great one ever. My dream combo for fallow deer. Now all my zones have gone to crap. What should I do? That's not completely unheard of whenever you get a great one. I've heard a lot of people say that their zones have been really weird before or after getting a great one. Hard to say if there's like anything to it or if it's just like a coincidence, but I have heard a lot of people say that their maps got weird after or before a great one, and I've had it happen a couple times too. Ah, man, Bryson. Gotta love it. That's one thing I don't miss about being a kid is having to go to school. I mean, I was homeschooled, but same thing. I don't miss having to do schoolwork. That's for sure. It's important, but that doesn't change the fact that I hated it. As a kid, I would have much rather been out fishing, you know, all day. So you have to do it like immediately after it happens, Hezzy. Like if you get a floater, you have to immediately set the time back. If it's like in the middle of the lake, half the time they disappear, the other half of the time they go like across the lake from you. So you got to do it really quick after they fall in the water. That's why I always race to the tent as quick as I can. Kill count 698. Oh, nice, Noah. Welcome back to the game, dude. Hope you have some fun with it. Have you played the new map, Sunder Patton? Easily the best map in the game. In my personal opinion. Oh, you have played it? Got you. Okay. $700 kills on the grind. Oh, man, oh, man. I don't think we got, like, drop shots on either. I think they both ran off, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess we'll go find this guy first, because I think we shot it twice. Yeah, he's right there. So the other should be slightly further away, because we only hit him once. Yeah, Dominic, if you're somewhat new to the game, one of the biggest tips I can give you is hunt near water. and take note of all the different animals' drinking times whenever you find a drink zone. Because if you find one zone at that time, every single zone for that species that is that particular zone, like drink zones, you know, every single one of them is going to be at the same time. So you can go find like tons of animals just following the water, taking note of the drink times and stuff like that. Another big tip, aim right behind the crease in the shoulder so you can hit the lung shots. That's going to help you with getting them down quickly. And if you want to learn like a ton of little tips and tricks, I've got a full beginner series. We did not hit that one good. I got a full beginner series where I go over like all the tips and tricks for new players and mid-level players and more advanced players. So check that out if you haven't already. I think there's a command for it, actually. Let me bring it up. I think that should be it. There we go. That is the playlist if you're interested. I mean, that's up to you, Everett. But hey, man, if you don't have a lot of money to spend, you don't have to donate. Donations are completely optional, man. Like, only do it if you've got extra and you want to, you know? What's up, Turkey? How you doing? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Chaz. It's freaking great when it needs to show up. This is an interesting one, right? It's an interesting grind because 700 kills, which is what we're at now, is not a long grind at all. But because we've been so blessed with the short grinds for Leighton Moose, it feels like a long grind, even though it's not a long grind, really. It's just the longest we've had for Leighton Moose, so it feels like it's lasting forever. There was two? I don't know if I got him. Nope. I didn't realize there was two there until I had already shot him. It'll be later tonight, AG. It'll be later tonight on the Scarecrow the Angler channel. Maybe, Dawson. That's going to come down to time constraints primarily. You're just confused how to do a turkey grind? They're not easy. They're not easy at all. I've tried them before. They're not easy. What's my count on the tar grind? I am over 2,700 now on tar grind 3. It's getting up there, man. It's getting up there. I've been jumping on there, you know, shooting a few tar here and there. Those long grinds are just rough. The funny part is, like, a lot of people thought that tar were going to be impossible to grind after they changed, like, the main menu and stuff. But I have not had trouble getting lots of tar kills. I've just had trouble getting great ones to spawn from the kills. Like, they're just being stubborn. They don't want to give me a great one. Ooh. Oh no, we whiffed. Okay, we got him. There's another there? Did he just poof into existence? First shot. First shot. That was actually 3 one-hit kills, wasn't it? I think so. That was my most impressive shooting of the day, actually. If we're going to be real. If there's openings in the lobby, AG. Because there's probably going to be quite a few of us in the lobby. So it'll all come down to whether or not you can snag one of those last one of those last openings. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Dramatic Red. Hopefully you are too. Fingers crossed to get the great one soon. We can hope so. We can hope so. It hasn't been too bad so far. Okay, so we did get vitals on one of these shots. Was it the larger one? I think it is, because that's a max weight estimate track. Yeah, we got the big boy. Small one was a bad shot, but it's whatever. It's whatever. Oh, you did, Jenna? Nice. Howdy, Nathan. Hope you're doing good. I'm playing on Leighton Lakes right now, AG. Unless you're talking about what map we're going to play on in the Angler. In that case, I have no clue. No clue. Nice, Chopper. How you doing, man? Howdy, Crystal. There's no way none of those were vitals. What? What? There's no way none of those were vitals. That first couple shots looked like they should have been. Not a clue, Clay Drew. I'll be honest, man. Since we're not in main season Tackle Tuesday, I have not been paying attention to what we're doing. I just joined the call and I'm like, all right, guys, what are we doing tonight? Because I don't keep up with it. How hard is the moose grind now? It's honestly the exact same, Call of the Wild Gaming. There's not a single thing different about it. It's 100% exactly how it was before. Because moose take a long time to hunt regardless. So it's not really even noticeable that, you know, there's a delay in respawns without being able to force with the main menu. There's really not anything noticeable about it. Yeah, it's not main yet. It's just the off season for Tackle Tuesday, where we're kind of just chilling. Kind of just doing whatever we feel like in the moment. Nice, Call of the Wild Gaming. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun still. Yes, AG, I do. I play the Angler on my Scarecrow the Angler channel. What time will I post that stream today? Sometime between 1 and 1.5 hours from now is when I'll go live on there. Whenever I go live, I'm going to post the Angler stream in the community tab of my main YouTube channel here. And it'll also get posted in the Discord. So keep on the lookout in those two areas if you want to know when I post it, or you can turn notifications on my Scarecrow the Angler channel. Any of those options will let you get notified whenever I start the stream up over there. I tried it. I tried it, chat. It didn't work. I tried the brain shot. But Scarecrow bad. Oh, well, I'm not going to wait for him to die. Let's get to the next run. Landon, thank you for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Oh, nice, Noah. Nice. Is Fallow the easiest great one to get for a beginner? Probably, yeah. I'd say it still is. Hello, big males. I mean, they're not that big, but it's males at least. Should I grind bear or moose, which would be easier? Out of those two, probably moose, but it's hard to say. A lot of factors that go into it to really determine. I'd say they're very similar in difficulty, but for different reasons. Bears are just harder to chase down and find. Moose just have a lot of solos that are annoying to manage down. They also take a lot longer to die, so it depends on what you consider like more difficult. I saw a guy that got 3 great ones in under a month. I believe he was modding. Definitely not the case, man. I was at a point for a while where I was grinding 5 to 10 hours per day, and I was getting a great one like every other day. There was a phase we went through where I got like 6 or 7 great one fallow deer in the first like 2 or 3 weeks of them being released. Same with whitetail. I went through a period where I got probably like 7, 8, 9, 10 whitetail within a month. That was when I was doing like 5 hours minimum per stream and getting like 100 kills an hour. That was during the crazy times of grinding. It is definitely possible to get multiple great ones in a month. Just takes a lot of time, you know? A lot of time and effort and a little bit of luck. Have you got the typical rack whitetail yet? Nope. 35 whitetail and not a single typical. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Oh, man. Oh, nice, Brownie. Nice. That's awesome. I haven't been grinding as much, so I've kind of been decreasing in numbers in terms of like great ones per month. That looked big. Never mind. I was completely wrong. Why did that thing look huge for a second? Calling it next great one whitetail is a drop tine or typical. Maybe. My prediction is my next whitetail will be big rack, because they all are, it seems. True, Jenna. True, she did. That is true. Nice, Chopper. Nice. Little level 3. Why did that thing look so much lighter? Like, that lighting was like, it kind of tricked me for a second. I was like, oh my gosh, Fabled Birch. Nah, not a Fabled Birch at all. $713 kills, guys. What moose levels should I leave? 1s and 2s, and then any 3 that looks the same as a 2. Yeah, same. I got excited when I saw that one too, because it did look really light in that lighting. Really tricked me for a second. Silly little moose. Trying to trick us into thinking he was special. Do Moose Great One Racks have different rarities? I'd say yes, they probably do to an extent. Not a lot of difference, but you see a lot less people get the quad paddle and a lot more people get the spider rack. Like, spider rack seems to be the easiest to obtain. Quad paddle seems to be the toughest, aside from the 50-50 rack. The 50-50 rack is definitely the toughest because it's a combination of 2, and there's only 2 fur types that can get it. At least from what we've seen. And then, like, the typical rack and the big non-tip seem kind of in the middle in terms of the rarities. And then with, like, white-tailed deer, like, the typical rack is, like, 100 times more rare than the others, it seems. Where we've only seen, like, a few people in recent time that have got a typical rack whitetail. But, you know, like 70, it seems like 60 to 70% of people that get a Great One whitetail either get big rack or cluster rack. Like, for some reason, those two spawn so much more than the others. I won't be able to do a super long stream today, Sean. I've got another stream that I have to get to in a little bit less than an hour. So I can't do a super long stream on Call of the Wild. Because I have prior engagements with Call of the Wild the Angler. I did not mean to reset the time. I need to grab the ATV here. Muscle memory, man. No, I don't know who that is, Sean. I don't seek out Call of the Wild content. I really just make Call of the Wild content. I don't watch it. Think of it this way. If you spent the entire day, like, what's a good comparison? I don't think I even need a comparison. I don't think I even need to compare it to anything. You know, me as a content creator, I play Call of the Wild all day. And so, by the time I'm done making my content, I'm not in the mood to watch Call of the Wild content. So I don't really seek out Call of the Wild content. The only Call of the Wild content I ever watch is if somebody gets like a once-in-a-lifetime trophy, like an ultra rare. Or like a super rare tiger or something like that, you know? Or if, like, a friend of mine sent me it and say, hey, you need to watch this. Then I'd watch it too, but I don't really watch a lot of Call of the Wild content. Oh, here's a good comparison. It's kind of like, you know, if you've been at school all day, right? And you get home and you've got, like, a ton of homework. You don't want to do that homework because you've been doing school all day. So even though you have to, you don't really want to. Only thing different is, like, I don't have to watch I don't have to watch Call of the Wild content. But it's the same kind of thing. Like, you've done it all day, so you don't want to do it anymore. An ultra rare is a great one with a rare fur type. That's an ultra rare. Oh, you did, Caitlin? That's a good game. That is a good game. I think it's got multiplayer too. Yeah, it's a very fun game. I only played like maybe 15, 20 hours of it, but I played a lot of time on the first one. I finished the full story mode on Dying Light 1 and finished like, I think half of the DLC story as well. Such a good like series of games. Dying Light is super fun. Do I kill my level 7 red deer that are in solo zones? 100% up to you, man. If you're herd managing, you will have to kill the solos. Yes. If you're just, hunting around, not really too worried about herd managing or anything, then I wouldn't worry about it too much. Only do it if you want to. But if you're herd managing, you will have to get the full effects of HM. Yo, what's up, Disc? How you doing? Bungus, you're finally here. What's up, Bungus? How you doing, dude? Hope you're doing well. Oh, it's a floater. We don't allow floaters here. Floating is illegal. Dying Light is so good. Oh my gosh, it's such a good game. I remember for its time period when it came out, the original Dying Light, like for that time period, it was such an advanced game. Like everybody was just blown away at how good it looked. Even to this day, like it still has pretty stunning graphics. Got a 220 albino fallow, thought it was a white, so it was there for like a week. Oh, man. Yeah, they do kind of get a little confusing at times when you're looking at them side by side, especially. Or I guess when you're not looking at them side by side, especially. Will I ever get an ultra rare? Probably not. The chances are very low. There's been less than 10 like confirmed legitimate ultra rares in the entire history and existence of Great Ones. So the odds are very low. Probably like 1 in 100,000 or 1 in a million. Probably like 1 in a million, to be honest. There's been virtually nobody that's got them. Kill count 719. Aw, it's a little baby level 2. Adorable. Oh, they did, Bungus? I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to check that out then. Yeah, he's no longer Bungus, Caitlin. He's Blue-ngus. Didn't make any sense, but you get what I mean. What's up, Landon? How you doing? Calling Great One this stream? Hopefully. I would love that. I would love a Great One. I am just dying to see what our next moose is going to be because they're so pretty. There's a 4. Another 4, but he's kind of big, I guess. He ain't too bad. Nate Savate, thank you for the 12 months, dude. 12 months as a member. Holy crap. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. 12 months, man. 12 months. Yo, what's up, Chip? How you doing? You joined just slightly after my worst pun of the century, Chip. It was a zinger. It was a zinger, man. No, stop floating. No. Oh my gosh, the floaters are crazy today. They're actually crazy today. You heard it and cried a little. Oh man. The pun brought him out. It probably did. Oh, you commented on it? I did not see it, man. I did not see it. Chat be flying, man. Chat be flying even when it's not flying. That's probably a me problem though. Yeah, Caitlin. You said that joke was pun-ishing. Oh, Lord. Well, to be fair, I deserve that. Nah, I'm not live on Twitch today. I'm in more of a relaxed stream mood today, so I didn't want to read two chats. Nice, Landon. What's my longest moose grind? What was it, like? I think 4,500 kills? With 4,200 of those kills being on Medved, and then the remaining 300 were on Revontuli, where I ended up getting my first Rev Great one. On Latent Lakes, though, like this particular latent herd management grind that we've been doing here, this is my longest one. 724 kills. This is the longest of the, like, 5 or 6 that we've done here, which is crazy to think about. Rue, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You and your friends have changed my life in a great way. Thanks for the awesome content. Hey, and thank you for being here, Ruth. We appreciate having you around. We appreciate having you around here. A little 121 silver. My gosh, Chip. Oh my. Chip, I don't know if I can look at you ever again. Like, I don't know if I could ever look at you, your profile picture, you talking in Discord, your message. I don't know if I can look at any of it again after that one. Oh, Lord. Sheesh. That was a wild one, Chip. Yeah. Kick has been, gosh, I can't speak. Chip has been kicked from the ARC chat. Yep. You know it. What do you suggest for Moose HM on Medved? Oh, gosh, man. It's been so long since I did HM on Medved for Moose. Let me think. I'm trying to remember how it went.
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember a lot of the first few days of moose grinding on Medved because I was doing 10-hour grinding streams and getting barely any sleep. So I don't remember much at all of how I managed to do it over on Medved. Disc Daddy, thank you for the super sticker, dude. Really appreciate it. Rolling up with the hot dog, like always. What's the quickest way to get a great one? There's not really a quickest way, to be honest, man. The only thing that we believe affects great ones is herd management. Ooh, 274 minimum. That's a dime for sure. It's got to be. A lot of people, including myself, do believe that herd management affects great ones. But aside from that, there's not much else you can do to, like, get a great one the quickest. Just herd manage and hope for the best. That's really what it comes down to if you're trying to get quick great ones. Herd manage and hope for the best. Hope you get that good luck. There's no way that first shot wasn't vitals, bro. Hashtag Scarecrow sucks.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Oh, man. We're going to come back and get him later because he's going to take a while to die. And I don't want to, like, spook him and push him off further. Girl in Wonderland, thank you for the super chat. What's your favorite and least favorite great ones to grind for? Man. Favorite is probably... I mean, it was Whitetail. I don't know with this current update, though. Like, Whitetail are a little finicky. I think just because Whitetail aren't as, like, reliable as they were, I'm going to say Red Deer is probably the most fun. So, therefore, probably my favorite to grind for. This obviously is not taking into account the look of the great one, just like the fun factor of the grind. Least favorite is either... Man, it's either the tar... or... Ah, it's a tough decision. It's so tough to decide what is the least fun, because, like, they're all fun in their own way. Oh, there, it finally died. Like, moose are brutal at times, but even moose, like, depending on the time, sometimes I have a lot more fun than other times. Like, right now, I'm having so much fun with moose, but there's been times where I just dreaded going for moose. It's kind of the same with tar. Like, there's been times where I've been really enjoying the tar, and other times where I'm like, gosh, 2,700 kills. Where is he? Come on. So I think part of the reason my thoughts on tar right now is that they might be my least favorite to hunt for is just because I've had such bad luck. Like, I don't have any issues getting the kills on them. It's just, man, they've been brutal in terms of kill counts. But yeah, most fun, favorite to grind for, definitely is either Red Deer or Whitetail. Definitely either Red Deer or Whitetail. They're a lot of fun. Probably because you can usually kill a lot of them really quickly, and so it's just like a more... What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? It's a more engaging grind, because you're constantly doing something. And it also kind of depends on, like, what stage of the grind you're in. Because I would consider, like, the early parts of the bear grind to be one of the most boring grinds there is. And then I consider, like, the late grind for bears to be one of the most exciting because you're killing so many of them so quickly in that, like, top left corner. So, like, there's a lot of factors that go into it. No, not time consuming. That is what I meant was, like, engaging. Like, it's a lot more engaging. Whitetail and Red Deer are more engaging grinds because you're constantly seeing something in most cases. You're able to kill, like, a lot of stuff quickly. And so there's always action going on. How do you herd manage? Shoot the big ones, leave the small ones. That's how you herd manage. Like for moose, you leave the 2s and 1s and you shoot the 3s, 4s, and 5s. For whitetail, you'd leave the 1s, shoot the 2s, shoot the 3s. You know, for red deer, you'd shoot the 5s and above, leave the 4s and below, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, Chopper, my first bear grind was 8,300 kills. My second bear grind was 3,750. Like, my first two bear grinds combined were more kills than my following, like, 9 or 10 bear grinds. Like, every bear grind after those first two has been under 1,000 kills. So, like, I definitely got the short end of the stick early on. Oh, dude. Thank God it wasn't a diamond. We messed up one that wasn't a diamond. Good. Good. I was a little worried we messed up a diamond for a second. No, Cooper. I don't count that one as a great one because it doesn't... Because it got that bug that turned it into a diamond, you know? So I don't count that one. Well, like, I just knew that eventually I'd get a short one. Like, my logic going into every bear grind was, this one couldn't be as long as the last one. Like, there's no way. It can't be as long as the last one, right? It's all uphill from here. So I just kept that mindset the whole time. And it paid off, because after that first bear, I was thinking about never going for another. And then I was like, well, it couldn't be as long as the first one, right? And it wasn't, but I mean, 3,750 still isn't, like, very quick. Yeah, I know, Caitlin. You nerd. You lucky nerd. Getting all the giant Great One bears super quick like it's nothing. No, Salah, I don't think they'll ever revert this update with the changes to main menuing and stuff. Jaxie's mentioned on the EW stream a couple times now that no, they don't have any plans on reverting it because it was to fix a very old bug in the game that they had just wasn't a high priority thing, and they're just finally getting around to it, you know? So yeah, they're never going to change it. And to be honest, I really don't think they need to change it. It's been perfectly fine. It took just, a little bit of adapting, and now business as usual, you know? What's up, Metal Man? Exactly, Metal Man. Like, I'll tell you right now. Every single grind, aside from Whitetail, I was able to make adjustments in less than an hour. No, I literally just explained it. Salah. You got to think of it this way. As a company that is developing a game, you prioritize whatever are the most pressing bugs at the time. Whatever are the most important things to fix, whatever the most important things to add, that type of stuff. This is likely just one of those bugs that was a super low priority thing where they're just like, we'll fix it if we get around to it, but like it's not something that is super pressing, so we're going to fix other things first. And then obviously every new update comes out, more bugs get introduced, which adds more bugs that they need to fix. This was probably just one of those ones where they didn't see it as being something that was super pressing at the time. And so they didn't bother with it. That affects the most popular part of the game. Okay, I hate to break it to you, but grinding is not the most popular thing in the game. It's actually probably the least popular thing in the game that only the most hardcore players really do. And even a good majority of the hardcore players don't grind that much either. I am a very, extreme grinder in the game, and even I can admit that I am in the minority of the community. There's not a lot of people that grind like this with going to the main menu and stuff like that. You pretty much have to be part of like a YouTube community to be even exposed to that method. Like probably 99% of players don't grind and are completely unaffected by those changes. It's really just the hardcore players that even knew that it was a thing. Would I prefer it to be where I could just main menu and force respawns? Yeah. But it's not the end of the world. It hasn't affected my grinds nearly to the extent that a lot of people claim that it's affecting their grinds. It just takes like a little bit of time to adjust your grind to accommodate the changes. And for most of the grinds, it takes less than an hour to get everything swapped around to where you need it. Like Moose, we literally just removed one tent from this zone right here, so it takes longer to claim, giving them slightly more time to respawn by the time we get back to the first zone. That's literally all we did. And boom. Moose grind is literally the same as it was before they made that change. Only thing I had to do was remove one tent to make it so it takes longer to claim this guy. Whitetail took the longest. It was probably like 2 to 3 hours to figure out how to adjust my whitetail. But even with that, we figured it out. Yeah, so what you're running into there, Salah, I would say that if you are... If nothing else, you're not... If the other things you're not getting the respawns back quick enough, you're probably not spending enough time per run. You need to make changes to the grind to where it takes longer to finish the grind. So, like, for example, let's say you've got 7 different fallow deer zones you're hunting, right? Let's say you're hunting 7 fallow zones. And then with the update, suddenly they don't respawn at the first couple zones by the time you get done with your run. I would recommend removing a claiming tent or adding a couple extra zones into your grind. That way it just takes longer per run to go through it. All my other zones are unmanaged, so do I just unmanage them? Yeah, you could just unmanage a couple. Like one or two deer isn't going to affect your HM like so drastically to where you notice much of a difference. So yeah, I'd, shoot a couple of the ones that you've stacked. Or you could just, like I said, remove a couple of the claiming tents so it takes longer to go recover them. Because as you'll probably notice with the moose grind as you watch for what I'm doing right here, this is my last zone right here. And when we claim this guy, we should be able to go to the next zone after heading to the main menu to get them out of the nervous state. Oh, that's the other thing. Are you main menuing at the end of the run? Because you still need to get them to stop being nervous. If the animals are nervous, they will not come back to their zone. That's a pretty big thing I see a lot of people forgetting about. I think probably like 50%, maybe even more, of the people that have said that they're having issues getting respawns back in less than 20 minutes, it's because they weren't main menuing to get them to stop being nervous. Oh, also, here's another idea. If you don't want to, manage down, or not manage down, if you don't want to unmanage a bunch of your zones, what you could do is maybe make it so you're only shooting 1 per zone. Like, for example, go find a couple of your managed down zones and shoot, 1 of the males in them. And then try to manage down 1 or 2 of the males in your other main zones. So you're just, shooting less per zone to kind of, stretch out the time it takes per run. That's another thing that you could try out. Because yeah, if you need any suggestions, I'm more than happy to help, because I really feel like this update was not nearly as bad as a lot of people think it is. And I am more than willing to give suggestions to try and help you out with your grind and to help anybody else out with their grind. What map should you join in multiplayer? How about... well, what maps don't you have, Scott? Which ones do you not have? Well, that's what I'm trying to say is, like, even for casual players, this update's not, like, that big of a change. Like, it was very fast to adapt to for me. And if you just, like, follow the same things that I'm talking about, it'll be pretty quick for you to adapt as well. No, metal. Oh, man. How many diamonds should I have on my map when I'm stacking? It's not about a specific number. It's just you stack in your main zones until you've managed down all the other zones. And stacking's also not a requirement. It's just kind of like if you want to speed up the pace of managing the exterior zones down. Picked up herd zones, looking through them. It says one is drinking. I have one zone there. Oh, I think you've been having a conversation with somebody else in chat, haven't you? Oh yeah, you've been having a conversation with Ruth. I might have been missing the first message that was supposed to go with that. Oh, we got a diamond, Jammin' and Dixie. We got a diamond. That's been about it so far. What's up, Super Youper? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Do you think you'll get a super rare moose this grind? I doubt it. Just because I'm not getting a super high diamond ratio right now. Like, I'm not getting a ton of diamonds on my moose grind. Like, maybe a diamond every 40 kills. 2 runs in a row with nothing at that zone. Hopefully that means great one. That'd be nice. That would be lovely. Please. No, another floater. So many floaters. It's always this lake right here. Jaxie said it'll be next year, Bungus. Because those types of things take a lot of time to design and then develop. Most content pieces in a lot of like game development studios that aren't AAA, a lot of times it takes minimum like a few months to develop. Sometimes 6 months, 7 months, 12 months, you know. Along with like primarily because, you know, they're working on multiple things at once, I imagine, as most companies would be. So yeah, it's probably going to be a while before we see that community weapon pack. Yeah, exactly, Blue. Like, I think a lot of people don't know that most things that come out for games, they're in the works and in plans for like months to even years in advance in a lot of cases. So like, we'll probably get more DLCs this year and they'll probably have been in the works for like 6 to 18 months or something like that. But obviously we didn't hear about anything aside from the community weapon pack, so a lot of people are just going to focus on the community weapon pack. But yeah, I would not expect it anytime super soon. I would imagine they've got a lot of other stuff lined up ahead of it, probably. Because typically we get, you know, the big December update, and then we also get like an update in between the June and December update. So probably within a couple months, I would imagine we'll get an update. And so I imagine that they've got that stuff they're probably primarily working on. Yeah, Jaxie did say 2025. He said it'd be sometime next year. All right, nothing there. I mean, to be fair, Salah, and this is obviously I'm not trying to argue. I'm just pointing out like the points towards it, but to be fair, they wanted tigers to be quite rare. And we could see that just by the way they explained them. They were supposed to be like a very rare encounter that was exciting. And then, you know, we were grinding them just like anything else, finding ways to just spawn camp the same one over and over again. So, yeah, of course they were going to fix that because that was not how they wanted tigers to be. That was very apparent by the way they were talking about them. That was definitely not what they wanted the tigers to be like. Yeah, I get what you're saying, and obviously I can understand why you're upset about it, because obviously, like, you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. Like, I really enjoyed how the tigers were. I had fun grinding them. I mean, I'm a grinder. I like being efficient. But at the end of the day, those of us that were doing it and that are upset by this, we're such a small portion of the community that they're probably more worried about what the majority thinks. Obviously, they're going to take feedback from everybody, but if they see something having if they see something that isn't how they intended it and it doesn't affect a large portion of the community, then I would imagine that they'd go through with it, right? And again, I'm speaking against my own, wants. Because if it was up to me, we'd be able to grind everything, lightning fast. But at the end of the day, us grinders are such a tiny portion of the community that when it comes to, one side getting affected versus another side getting affected, I imagine they're going to take, the one that, affects the least amount of people. But hey, that's just my opinion, man. Maybe super. That'd be cool. I would definitely not be opposed to that. That'd be cool. I think it definitely is interesting, Sandstormer. As to whether or not it means anything, it's hard to say. But it definitely is interesting that they're posting a bunch of them. New snow map could be cool, for sure. To be honest, Metal Man, there's so many different things that people consider, a sign that you could be getting a great one that it's hard to it's hard to know if any of them mean anything. Sometimes right before I get a great one bear, I've had my respawns get really inconsistent and not show up at their zones. I've had tons of tiny bears showing up, just barely anything above level 6. And then I've also had situations where I had tons of diamonds and rares and stuff popping up. So it varies a lot. It varies a lot. It's hard to know if any of it actually means anything. I mean, maybe blue, maybe. I think it would be way too early to get like map teasers though. I feel like it's way too early for them to put out like a map teaser. Oh, no way. I messed that shot up? Rip. Yeah, exactly, Trotton. Like, if you compare EW to any other, like, AAA company or even companies that are about the same size as them, most of them are a lot more egregious with kind of just doing whatever without regarding the player's wants or needs. Dude, tons of tiny males. You know what? I'm going to leave these two for now. I'm going to leave these two and see if it affects our HM at all. I'm curious. Oh, man, Tony. That's crazy. Maybe they fixed it to where it works right now. What was I saying now? I lost where I was. Oh, yeah. This was the other thing that I was going to bring up earlier, and then I forgot to. And then your message made me remember it again. The other thing that we have to think about when, in terms of, like, EW making these decisions, right? Like, the decision to make Tigers tougher to grind. You got to also remember, there's a pretty substantial part of the core community that was really mad about how Tigers were so easy to get. So, like, they have to weigh the negatives and positives. Like, if they kept them the way it was, there'd be a large portion of the core community that would be super upset that Tigers were so easily grindable. And then, you know, if you patch it, you're going to have the grinders mad that it was patched. I mean, not all of them, because not everybody wanted them to be that easy, even grinders. So, like, you not only are us in the core community such a tiny part of it. I mean, what did Jack C. Beard say on stream? Didn't he say, like, less than 5% of us are grinders? Less than 5% of the community or something like that? And then, like, there's probably... Who knows how big the core community is? We know for a fact there's a lot of people that don't partake in Discord, that don't watch videos or anything like that. They just play. I feel like there's just so many other players that want different things for the game that there was probably just a much bigger outcry for them to make Tigers tougher and to make grinding, or to, like, make the animals not be able to just be next to you when you spawn in. I feel like there was just probably a lot of people, a big enough outcry to where they felt it needed to be changed. I mean, even I didn't like being able to spawn next to animals. Put a poll out asking if you're a grinder or not. That should get a slightly more accurate representation. Not really, because I'm a grinding channel, so I'm going to attract grinders, you know? Like, if you put up a poll in Flinter's stream or Rooster's stream, 90% of them are going to say they're not a grinder. If you put up a poll in mine, probably like 70 to 80% are going to say they're grinders. Maybe a little bit less, because I guess I do post a lot of non-grind content as well, but you get what I mean, right? Like, each community on YouTube's different in terms of, like, what the viewers are made up of in terms of their play styles. EW should put out a poll then? Yeah, and they should do it through their game. If they want to do something like that to really gauge, they would have to do it through the game and not through Discord or YouTube, because that's just such a tiny portion of people that it really wouldn't even give us a good idea. It would just give us an idea of what the hardcore players do. Only real way to figure it out is to put up a poll or a survey or something from, like, the home screen of Call of the Wild and have people vote on stuff there. That would really be the best way that they could gauge it. And, you know, from what Jaxie told us on the last 2 EW streams, I kind of feel like they already do stuff like that. I kind of feel that they already take that type of info from their surveys, probably. Because they put out surveys a couple times a year. And I mean, if Jaxie was saying in the last 2 EW streams that there's less than 5% of the community that's grinding, I imagine they probably have been able to gather that info from like surveys, probably. It's just very wild to think about how, you know, on my channel and stuff, you know, so many of you guys grind. Like, so many of you grind. But when you look at the, like, big picture of Call of the Wild, we are a very small minority in the community. Which is probably why it feels like some changes are targeting us, because, you know, what's bad for us might be good for the other 95% of players, you know? Which is probably why sometimes it comes off as we're being targeted. Rip, Foxy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to jump off of this stream and get the next one going. It's 3 minutes until Tackle Tuesday is supposed to start. So, if you guys are interested in more content and want to see, you know, just want to hang out, have some fun, we can keep on conversating. We can even talk about Call of the Wild while we're fishing. I don't even care, you know. So, if you guys want to join me for that stream, it's going to be over on the Scarecrow the Angler channel. I'll put the link in chat right now. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Ruth beat me to it. But we'll be over there having a good time with everybody, doing some competitions in the Angler, having a fun time, laughing, stuff like that. I'll see you guys later. Peace.